Let me start the show with you right now and ask you guys, do you believe that experience is an important characteristic for an NFL player and NFL quarterback?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a double yes. Okay. So what I did with Lawrence Benedetto's help is I have created some graphics to look at the history of both yesterday's winning Chicago Bears quarterback Tyson Bagent and Justin Fields. And by the way, this is just an exercise in information. I am not...
An exercise in information. I'm just going to make zero conclusions off of this information.
I'm trying to make a point. All right. Let's compare, first off, their college careers, in case we have forgotten. In college, Bagent has a lot more experience. Justin, with a handful of games at Georgia and then 2 years starting at Ohio State, 34 total. There you see it. 53 for Bagent. That's 19 more. He threw 2,040 footballs in the air. Fields 618, and then the completions 1,400 to 423. Now, if you do the whole breakdown as one versus the other, that's 977 more completions, 1,422 more attempts, and I didn't even put yards and touchdowns in there. But if you're curious, it's 11,333 more yards and 92 more touchdown passes in 19 games. So that's a significant number, all of it.
Yes, it is.
Right? So then I thought, you know what? That's not completely fair. Let's do the whole body of work. Let's take college and pro all together. So that's 2 games of pro for Tyson and his college career all put together.
Because while the last 2 years, while Bagent has been still in college, Fields was getting NFL snaps.
2.25 years of NFL experience. So now Justin has played in more games, 12 more of them. Bagent still has 2,083 attempts compared to 1,368, and he's got 1,431 completions, 31 completions in the NFL, and to 874. So if you combine the two, everything together, he's got 557 more completions, 715 more attempts, and then if you did the yardage and touchdowns, it would be 6,265 more yards, 58 more touchdowns. Fields has played 12 more games. But the point is that this dude has been slinging the ball all over the place and has a lot more experience dropping back with all of it on his shoulders to throw it. I get it at the D2 level. But it's a lot more experience playing the position, which matters, playing the toughest position in all of sports. So I think that's something we all need to factor in when we're making this evaluation of what's going on right now, and perhaps understand that, maybe that played in a part of why he was able to be successful in his first NFL game yesterday.
Only a fool would argue with facts. Those statistics that you put up there are facts, right? You don't argue with those numbers. But to paint that portrait in the vacuum that you're trying to paint it in is crazy.
Herb, you got a giant tropical beer hug ready. Would you like me to get you a second one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Crack, 9.7% alcohol content right there. It's a
9.9.
9.9. Solid.
He's looking at you like you've already had 4 of those.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
So, if your point is experience is a good thing,
that's one of my points.
okay, there's no argument there.
Right.
I don't. Are you trying to say he's better than Fields because he has more experience?
I'm trying to say that one of the reasons why he is set up for success and has a chance to zoom by Justin if he gets more chances is because he's played a lot of football, and he's comfortable running the show. This is what he's done. This is what he does.
I will come this far with you. When it comes to scouting college quarterbacks, one of the lessons I have personally learned in recent years, especially, and I think this is relevant because the way we have looked at quarterbacks, accepted quarterbacks that can be multidimensional, okay, that are not just pocket. Like, this has really happened in the last decade, if we're being honest, okay? And I think early on, we, including NFL teams, were putting too much emphasis on some of those tangibles and not enough on how many games did this kid play in college, how many times did he actually throw the ball, and that's why Mitch Trubisky mistakes happened, where the kid had only 13 college starts. Okay,
Upside and potential.
So I am 100% with you in the idea that we should look more at and give some of these guys credit that have a lot of experience in college, that have seen a lot, that have done a lot. I have come all around on that, which is one of the reasons why I liked Bagent coming out. I certainly wasn't banging the table saying, hey, they got to draft this guy. I was happy, though, when I saw they signed him as an undrafted free agent. And I've been on record for years and years and years saying take swings on quarterbacks every year, basically for this exact reason. It's not a bad thing that we're talking about this.
Oh,
it's a bad thing that Justin hasn't done more to kind of negate this conversation altogether. But it's still a good thing that the Bears found Tyson Bagent and got a win with him yesterday. But I don't know that we know that all that experience he had in college translates to the NFL. For one day yesterday against a mostly bad defense, a pretty simplistic idea of, hey, if we do this, this, and this, we can negate Max Crosby. Credit to the Bears for doing that. Credit to Tyson Bagent for executing all the throws. But I don't know that we can take this any step beyond that.
We all silly like the mayor.